Hello, welcome to the Lounge Room Roller Derby we're going to play. We have got a game coming up, the Tweed Valley Rollers versus the Western Sydney Rollers. My name is Mr. Mayhem, and next to me we've got Dancing Queen.
Hello everybody. So we have a Division 2 quarter-final here. Just a bit of history. Western Sydney finished third in 2014 TGSS, where Tweed Valley finished sixth. So two quite close teams. Straight away, Tweed Valley are through for lead. Scarlet Slam. Oh, no, not lead. Sorry. Through but not lead. No pass, no penalty.
That was number 21, Hauso, and the Western Sydney Rollers in the pink, calling off the jam, getting lead jam. So we've got Western Sydney Rollers in the pink and green, and the Tweed Valley Rollers sporting the red and blue.
On the line, we have Shell Razor 2-4 for TVR. And Obi-Wan Kenobi, number 4.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, I'm going to have fun with that today.
Yeah.
So Obi-Wan Kenobi's being stuck in some heavy Tweed traffic at the moment. She jukes. Well, she tries the inside line. She just sneaks through.
Shell Razor's picked up lead on the outside for TVR.
Obi-Wan Kenobi got through illegally on the inside. That's a cut track penalty. She'll be spending 30 seconds in the penalty bin.
Oh, Shell Razor struggling to get through.
We have another pink scatter coming round off the track. That is number 77. We're going to call that D-Star Auction.
Shell Razor takes those full 5 points, coming around for another scoring pass.
D-Star Auction, we're going to call that Destruction.
Oh. TVR's captain, Exit Mole, heading to the bin there for a direction of play. Ooh.
Big hit, Western Sydney. Number 4, Obi-Wan Kenobi, has been hit to the outside of the track. That looks like it hurt, but she's bounced straight back up again.
She's out of the bin, but still on her initial pass. She's through now. Shell Razor's picked up another 4 points. It's probably going to call it off now, I think. Yep, looking at a bench. No, okay.
Number 4,
no, she's not going to call it off because she's going to wait till she gets her captain and fellow blocker out of the bin. Teammate rather, which she's done.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, number 4, just got called for a cut track penalty. She got knocked to the outside on the apex. On the outer apex, that is. the inner apex and the outer apex, we're going to call that.
Okay.
So I'm just going to quickly go through the Western Sydney Rollers. They are in pink, and they've got about 1,000 skaters on their list today. They've got Angel Slayer, Mental, Molly Tov, Hauso, Down Under Thunder, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Ms. Rascal, Lacey Lightning, Newton Nightmare, Crash Test Dolly, Pixie Matocious, Honey Punch, Destruction, Fraggle Block, and benched by Berlangetican Aikiki.
Ooh. Big hit on the TVR jammer inside there. She's up and in though, number 1212. Oliver Twisted.
This is the first time I've seen the Western Sydney Rollers today, and it's not Aikiki, it's Iki. Sorry about the mispronunciation.
Oliver Twisted trying to get through for lead, forced to yield on the outside. I think we've had a jammer panty stash. There it is.
It does look like...
Just looking for the jammer.
Obi-Wan Kenobi stashed the star pass underneath the shirt.
And Oliver Twisted still struggling to get through that very tight Western Sydney defence. Ooh. Big hit by Happy Cadaver.
Obi-Wan Kenobi struggling to get through the red and blue blockers of Tweed. She
Exit
does get...
Mole. Yep, Exit Mole coming up to help Happy Cadaver. She cut. Yep.
Yeah, it did look like a big cut there. Obi-Wan Kenobi not even bothering to yield.
I don't think she realised they'd run back. Which means Oliver Twisted has a power jam, but she's just got to get through that pack first, though.
The Western Sydney
Oh, there
Rollers.
she goes.
The Western Sydney Rollers won their first 2 qualifying games to get here. The first one against Mackay, 182 to 157, a nice close game. The second game was about the mighty. Meanwhile, back on track. I'll get back to that story later. Meanwhile, back on track. Doby-1 Kenobi comes out of the box, comes around flying on the inside track, takes 4 points.
Jam reaches its natural conclusion, full 2 minutes there. Jam timer calling it off. I will quickly read out the Tweed Valley roller skaters. Oliver Twisted, we've already seen in action. Lady McBeach, Captain Exit Mole, Skyscraper, Shell Razor, Taylor Swiftly, Dr. Death, the Marquis Depraved, Lil Dragon, Scarlet Slam, Bust Her, Evil Britches, and Happy Cadaver. All right. Scarlet Slam on track, up against number 05.
That is Elemental.
Scarlet takes lead though, around the outside. Elemental struggling at the back to get past that tight TVR defence. It's forced to yield on the inside. Oh.
05 Elemental jamming, but the pivots for the Western Sydney Rollers in pink at number 5.
Oh, that's 2 in a row. Little Apex jumps around the corner there. Nice work. For another full 5 points. And again, that's 3 in a row. Yeah. Jana Ref's going to get tired soon, I think. Okay, Elemental's through for her scoring pass. Oh, has she seen it? Yep, she's seen it. Did she pick up any points though? Oh, she did. Nice work.
Now, I'm a little bit confused.
About?
Dancing Queen.
Go on.
I'm looking at the pink team. We've got number 5 with a Jammer Star 05
Ooh.
Elemental. And the pivot was number 5 Elemental. So we got a jumper swap.
We did, and we missed it. They were stuck up the back for a while there, and she was trying to get through. So we obviously missed that because I was too busy being impressed by TVR racking up those points. Oh, nice work. Number 2-1, Hauso. Loving her skates as well. Look at them.
Hauso, lead jammer, coming to the back of the pack, looking to put some points on the board. Meanwhile, number 77 from Western Sydney, Destruction to the penalty box.
Hauso calls
Number 21, Hauso calling off the jam. And she is rocking the old school skates. I do like it. I love it.
They're hot.
All ready for the after party, the 80s.
Yeah.
80s after party here at the Adelaide Showgrounds, Wavell Pavilion, and what a magnificent venue this is for roller derby.
Absolutely. Shout out to Adelaide Showground as our platinum sponsors here. And they have put in a bid for the Women's Flat Track Roller Derby World Cup next year, so fingers crossed on that one. Okay, on the starting line there, Oliver Twisted for TVR, up against your favourite.
Doby-1 Kenobi. Can she use the force of this jam? Not at the moment. She's been recycled to the back of the back. She'll have a second chance at the assault.
Meanwhile, Oliver Twisted's coming up for her scoring pass.
Doby-1 Kenobi on the outside. Can she get through? She gets knocked. No, she cannot.
Big hit there by number 247 of Tweed, Taylor Swiftly.
Pixie Mid.
Okay, on the line this time we've got number 2-1, Hauso, against 5-5, Scarlet Slam.
Number 21, Hauso's in pink, rocking the retro skates, gets forced outside and should be recycled.
Scarlet Slam up the front, trying to work her way around the outside. One more to go, and she does it. She's through for lead. Down low, speeding around for some points. Hauso's taken that star off her head, though, but ran around the outside and is putting it back on.
Round the outside, round the outside.
Scarlet Slam gets the 4 points, calls it off.
A quick score recap. Tweed Valley is taking the early lead, 53 to Western Sydney's 13.
Okay, Elemental 0-5 for Western Sydney up against TVR's Shellraiser, number 2-4.
Elemental 05 in a pink, struggling, but now she's through.
Ref's calling a no pack, sending some skaters for failure to reform quickly enough. That's good England there. Okay, number 05.
Elemental lead jammer, Western Sydney.
TVR's Shellraiser is through too, but not fast enough. 2 points there for Western Sydney, none for TVR. It's a bit of old school derby, just hit it and quit it, chipping away.
Hit it and quit it derby. I love the term hit it and quit it. Take the 4 points, call off the jam, take the early points and start and refresh for the next jam.
Absolutely.
Number 4 for Western Sydney in pink, Adobe 1 Kenobi.
Oh, okay. A couple of tumbles there. Yep. Okay, no pass, no penalty. So not lead jammer there for number 12-12, Oliver Twisted, allowing Adobe 1 Kenobi to get lead and call it off. Bench yelling at her to call it, and
a lot of effort there for no points. That is double donut jam.
Pointless jam.
Oh, jam donuts. Who doesn't like a jam a donut here at the Adelaide Showgrounds Wavell Pavilion?
Down Under Thunder.
This is the 2016 Great Southern Slam, the biggest roller, the largest roller derby tournament in the world. 45 teams over 3 days. There are 5 tracks of entertainment simultaneously.
Okay, Down Under Thunder for Western Sydney, trying to get lead on the outside, was tumbling. She's through though. Okay, Scarlet Slam 5-5 for TVR has taken off the panty. Probably going to try for a star pass to Happy Cadaver at the front if she can.
Down Under Thunder.
Doesn't look like she's passed it to her. Oh. TVR making it hard for Down Under Thunder to score points. Power jam now for Down Under Thunder because Valley Vixen's jammer Scarlet Slam picks up a back block penalty.
This is going to be a great opportunity for Down Under Thunder as soon as she gets through to get a few more points closer. And there she goes, Down Under Thunder for a 5-point pass.
Only 3 TVR blockers there to stop her. As Lady McBitch has gone to the bin. Oh, nice offence by Western Sydney.
Meanwhile, Down Under Thunder around the outside. There's another 5 points, a 10-point jam so far for Western Sydney.
Gives her skaters a round of applause as she skates around for that great offensive there to help us get through. Ooh.
Down Under Thunder, I think's past the 3 jammers. She calls off the jam as she gets knocked to the outside.
Just in time.
Yeah, she'll take the 3 points there. So that is a 13-point jam to Western Sydney.
Okay, we've got refs in the middle conferring. We've got the benchy for TVR having a quick chat with our refs as well.
That is a synoptic kid for Tweed Valley. He's normally on the ball, so whatever he's saying has got to have a little bit of weight.
Absolutely. All right, Shellraiser jamming at the front for TVR, pushing her way through, trying to take the outside. Elemental jamming for Sydney at the back. She been sent for a back block? Yes, she has. Power jam for TVR.
That's a long way around. She'll have to skate the entire track to wait that 30 seconds. That is Elemental 05, just sitting down now.
Okay, as Shell Razor's coming up to score some points. Oh, she stays in on the outside. Nice footwork there.
Huge defensive pressure by Western Sydney. They don't want to leak any more points to Tweed Valley.
Yeah, some good recycling.
Tweed Valley had to work hard for that. That is number 24, Shell Razor.
Yeah, some great work containing her there. They held her up for a good half track length.
Meanwhile, Elemental comes out of the box. She's got the star in her head. Tweed Valley have just noticed it. Elemental gets knocked out and been recycled to the back.
Comes Shell Razor again for another scoring pass.
Great defensive work there by 21, Hauzo. Oh, Elemental thought she got through for a second. Her eyes lit up and then got shut down. Great defensive pressure by Tweed Valley. I think it was a no pack call. Elemental gets the free pass through the pack.
Ugh. Skaters flying everywhere in front of us here. All right, we've got a jammer ref coming out just to confer with the scorekeepers. Just checking it's all good.
Just when you think Western Sydney's clawing back, Tweed Valley comes out with a huge jam. It's a 20-point jam.
Taking the score to Western Sydney 28, Tweed Valley 76. Just over 13 minutes left on the clock in this half.
Don't count Western Sydney out.
Absolutely not. All right, W1 Kenobi trying to take the outside line. Oliver Twisted trying to do the same. Dobie being forced to yield on the inside line. And Oliver Twisted's finally made it through on the outside line to take lead. Coming in for her scoring pass. While Exit Mould, TVR's captain, really making it hard for for Dobie One Kenobi.
Dobie One Kenobi straight through the middle. Thought she saw a little bit of a gap, but that got shut down very quickly. She got knocked straight and kissed the concrete.
And again.
Dobie One Kenobi, is she through? She's got one more blocker to take. That is...
Bust her. Oh, and now she's got some help.
Evil Bridge is the last line of defense for Tweed Valley. Dobie One Kenobi finally gets through a lot of effort there.
TVR really making Sydney work for every point.
Tweed Valley cooling off the jam. And they're happy with the 4 points for that jam.
Okay, Crash Test Dolly, number 46, jamming for the first time today. Scarlet Slam from TVR, number 55 on the line.
What can Crash Test Dolly do to get through this huge defensive pressure? She likes the outside, and she is through. That's what.
No, she's cut. She's gone.
Is that cut track?
Yeah, that was a cut.
That was a cut.
So, yeah, first couple of steps in her first jam, off she goes. Unfortunate.
She saw the gap on the outside and got shut down.
Yep. Oh, that was a big hit.
Tweed Valley defense doing a sensational job.
Absolutely. Okay, Scarlet Slam has lead, but forced to yield on the outside. So going to have to make her way through the pack again. So although she's lead, she won't be scoring just yet. She's through though.
Lovely work for Slam. Just duking to sell the dummy straight through.
Okay, Crash Test Dolly's back on too. Let's see what she can do. She's on her initial pass. Oh.
Crash Test Dolly gets Smash to the outside and starting out. Oh, lovely 12.
Nice footwork.
Crash
That's
test
what she can
dolly.
do.
Fantastic
Yeah.
work.
Scarlet Slam calls it off as Crash Test Dolly starts her scoring pass.
Fantastic skating on the outside by Crash Test. A little bit of a pirouette.
Yeah.
Ballerina-esque.
Nice. Okay, down under Thunder, 2-4-1-2 for Western Sydney, up against 2-4 Shellraiser for TVR. And the blockers are starting on some line up the front there. That's weird.
Old school derby. The two jams are going to get a bit of a run-up. I do like a bit of old school roller derby.
I have this weekend even seen some old school derby with the pivots starting with their toe stop on the pivot line and
No
pushing
way.
those hips back.
Wow.
I did. I saw that the other day. It was a flashback. Okay, Shellraiser 2-4 for TVR's taking lead. Someone being sent for a high block there. Who's TVR player? 3-5-1. Oh, another TVR player going to the bin as well. Down Under Thunder's finally through on her scoring pass. Oh, scoring pass. Oh,
The jammer Shellraiser, number 24 for Tweed Valley, has just been called off for a forearm penalty.
but
We're going to do the
Down Under Thunder's following her in.
the jammer do-si-do.
That's right. Revolving doors. So we'll just wait a few seconds for get our jammers back on the track. First one and the other any second now.
Down Under Thunder standing back up. She has re-entered the track. This jam will go for the full 2 minutes. No jammer able to call off the jam.
Oh, nice work by Down Under Thunder on the inside line there. And Shellraiser just gets past Lease Lightning at the front.
Down Under Thunder approaches the back of the pack. She's pretty quick.
That's
But
a
she
big hit.
gets a big hit from Lady McBiatch. That's what we're going to call her, Lady McBiatch, number 14, Tweed Valley.
Yeah, she's obviously taken a big hit there Down Under Thunder. She's not looking happy. And that's the full 2 minutes.
Now, Down Under Thunder on the outside, she's just sucking in some air. She might have got a big hit there, and she
Winded.
looks a little winded to me, but she'll be sucking in the air for the next next jam.
Oh, we have another new jammer. How do I say that?
Oh, let's call it Destruction.
Thank you.
Number 77, the Star Action. Let's see what she can do to destruct this pack, the Tweed Valley Rollers.
And Marquis Depraved, both jamming for the first time. Buster heading to the bin along with Lady McBitch.
Destruction, the lead jammer for Western Sydney in the pink.
Uh-oh. Marquis Depraved being called for a kart track, giving Western Sydney a power jam
And she's only got one blocker.
to pass.
That's a very easy 5-point
She's got
pass.
no blockers now.
Skate hard, Western Sydney. Make the most of it.
Lucky, happy.
It's another 5-point pass, a
Yeah.
10-point jam so far. They do have a little bit of catching up to do, but this could be the jam to get Western Sydney back in the game. Another 5 more points. 15-point jam.
And meanwhile, the TVR are filling that box.
Here comes another 5-point jam, 20-point jam. Those penalties are really starting to hurt Tweed.
Some of the TVR blockers back on the track now to help Happy Cadaver. Although Happy Cadaver's a pretty powerful player. She can take them on her own. Okay. Marquis Depraved on her scoring pass, but no.
Destruction takes 4 more points. That is a 24-point jam for number 77, Jammer Destruction from Western Sydney in pink.
It's exactly what they needed right now. They're chipping away at that lead TVR has, bringing it to Western Sydney 59, to Tweed Valley 98. 5.5 minutes left in this half.
You can't
Still
count
anyone's
Western Sydney
game.
out. They've won their first 2 games to get
Yeah.
here, so they are here to play. But so
Absolutely.
has Tweed Valley. They've also smashed 2 teams to get here. Both teams undefeated at this stage.
Team timeout called for Sydney.
So this is the 2016 Great Southern Slam held in Radelaide at the Radelaide Wavell Pavilion, the Showgrounds Platinum sponsor. There are 5 tracks here simultaneously. 5 tracks, 45 teams over 3 days. I'm going to call it about 1 million skaters are here today. Might be a slight exaggeration, but my derby maths is not real flash, let's be honest. I do know this is day 3 of one of the biggest tournaments I've been involved in.
And I've just watched a fantastic bout on track 1 this morning, one of the Division 1 quarterfinals. Sydney Roller Derby against Sunstate. Sunstate have been second at TGSS since the tournament started. So every year they've been second, to Victoria coming first. But Sunstate lost to Sydney today in a nail-biting bout that the lead changed.
Now that was a Western
bout to
Sydney
bout.
team
we're back.
timeout.
Yep.
I was just looking at the pack. The bench coach in there is very calm, very collected. They've got some definite strategies that they're about to pull out. Let's see what Crash Test Dolly can do. On the outside, she comes out. Lead jammer for Western Sydney. They're certainly here to play today.
Yes, lovely work. We've had a star pass by TVR.
That is a card track penalty for Tweed Valley, which means Western Sydney has a power jam. That's a full 5-point pass for her first scoring pass. This is a great opportunity for Western Sydney to just claw it back a little bit.
Absolutely. 2 power jams in a row. This is just what they need. Okay. TVR making it tough for her. 1 more skater to get past and she does it.
That was a little drag in the last line of defence for Tweed Valley. Crash Test Dolly comes straight through. That's another 5-point pass. I thought Crash Test Dolly just got a skate in, but referee right on track called that for a cut track penalty. Crash Test Dolly spends 30 seconds in the bin, a reverse power jam to Tweed Valley.
Okay, I've just been given some updates from the other tracks, which I will share with you as soon as this jam is over. Ooh. Sydney certainly making Scarlet Slam work to get through.
Tweed Valley is yet to go through the initial. She's just passed her initial pass. Crash Test Dolly, the jammer for Western Sydney, is back on track and she's able to score some more points.
She's through. Full 5 there for the TVR jammer, 4 for Sydney. And that's the jam.
That was a great jam there for Western Sydney. That's a 14-point jam. They managed to keep Tweed to 4, I believe.
All right, quickly, while our skaters line up for this jam, we've got some games happening on the other track. We've got BCR versus ADRD over on track 4. That's a Division 1 semi-final. The score is currently 26 to BCR, 86 to ADRD. We've also got a Division 1 semi on track 3. Ward are 35 points to PRD's 83 points. Okay, where are we at with this one, Mr. Mayhem?
Well, Tweed Valley, the jammer number 24, Shell Razor, the star jammer, comes out lead for Tweed Valley. Coming out closer for their initial pass is 42 for her first jam today, which is Elise Lightning. Shell Razor has the star in her helmet, but skates around the outside. I missed what penalty that was for, but she will spend 30 seconds in the penalty box. No.
No, it's not her. It's Buster got called for a direction of play.
Lucky you're here, Dancing Queen.
She had
keeping me
taken
in check.
the panty off and looked like she was on her way to the bin. She was just testing you.
Destruction, number 77 for Western Sydney in pink. It's A barrage of blue and red to get through. Meanwhile, Tweed Valley comes out. Lead jammer. Who is that? Dancing
Oliver
Queen.
Twisted. 1-2, 1-2. She's about to come around and score some points by the looks, unless Sydney can get to the front. Oh, they've stopped her. She's yielding. Number 7-7, Destruction, is through on her scoring pass now.
Number 5, Pixie Matosa, skates around the outside for a penalty.
Beautiful footwork by Oliver Twisted. Juking from the inside of the track to the outside, picking up some points. Calling it off just in time, stopping Sydney from scoring.
So, for all you Western Sydney roller fans at home, I need to apologise. I've got 2 5s. I've got 0-5, which is Elemental, and I've got number 5, Pixie Matosis. I think I might have got them mixed up earlier today, but it's taken me the first half of the game to work that out. Number 5, Pixie Matosis. Number 0-5, Elemental.
See, that's why I always call 0-5 or 1-2, 1-2, because you never know these days. Oh, nice work on the outside there. TVR taking lead very sneakily. Great work by Scarlet Slam, coming up on her scoring pass. Meanwhile, Exit Mole, captain for TVR, forcing number 4-6, Crash Test Dolly, to yield around the outside, and then hitting her on the inside, forcing her to yield yet again. Yeah, Exit Mole, great player. Used to play with us at Northern Brisbane Rollers. Oh no. Scarlet Slam set for a cutting penalty. She's not happy about it. She doesn't agree, but
Crash Says Dolly is also skating around the outside. The jammer Daisy Doe. It's only going to be a short spell for both skaters.
And the penalty clock's about to run down, so this is the last jam of this half. There's an echo in here.
Echo.
Okay, both jammers back.
Scarlet Slam comes through for Tweed Valley. That's a 5-point pass for Tweed. Very much needed 5 points. Increase the lead for Tweed Valley.
Meanwhile, we have 1 Sydney player and 3 Tweed Valley players sent to the bin.
Crash Test Dolly has got some issues with her skate. She's doing a skate repair on the fly.
Oh dear, the lace.
Oh, the lace. Yeah. It is a lace issue.
That's not good.
But that doesn't worry. She's come around the outside of the track. She can skate with no lace. She can skate with no skates. Who needs skates?
Hello, Scarlet Slam's right on the back. Oh, Scarlet Slam, the jammer for TVR, being sent for a multiplayer block right on the last whistle. Yes. We had a jammer sent for a multiplayer in the Sydney Sunstate game this morning as well.
Well, Synaptic Kid from Tweed Valley straight up into the referees. He's not happy with that.
Yeah, well, happens.
Are we going to have a review on the last dying seconds? No?
Let's find out, because we haven't had a whistle to blow half time.
No, I think we're good. I think Synaptic Kid is going to...
Yep, no, we're half
Suck
time. Okie dokie, we'll be back in 15 minutes.
The Arius Platinum is packed with new features. Reinforced toe section. Increased toe stop clamping power. Winged truck with split cushion design for easy assembly and installation. The new Arius Platinum, performance redefined.
Has this ever happened to you? Fumbling your marker. Your marker's not working. Trying to scrub off those pesky markers in the shower. You forget your numbers and you're sent back to the bench.
Bench! Put your numbers on! Get those numbers on your arm!
Let's see that again.
I have a severe sweating problem. Before I got my Spank Alley armbands, the refs were always telling me to reapply my numbers. But now, I can stay in the game.
My Spank Alley armband second as a rope. Now I can lock up the competition. Thanks, Spank Alley.
But wait, there's more. If you order now, you'll get not just one, but 2 armbands. That's one for each of your arms.
Thanks, Spank Alley.
Spank Alley armbands. Get spanked.
The Clinic, Adelaide's skate and streetwear specialist, stocking a huge range of skateboards, longboards and cruisers, as well as scooters, streetwear and footwear, plus roller skates, inline skates and Heelys. The Clinic, 20 Curry Street in the city, open 7 days, or shop with us online.
I don't think it's nice you laughing. Now, if you apologize like I know you're going to, I might convince him that you really didn't mean it.
The area's platinum is packed with new features. Reinforced toe section. Increased toe stop clamping power. Winged truck with split cushion design for easy assembly and installation. The new Arius Platinum, performance redefined.
Has this ever happened to you? Fumbling your marker. Your marker's not working. Trying to scrub off those pesky markers in the shower. You forget your numbers and you're sent back to the bench.
Your bench! Put your numbers on! Get those numbers on your arms!
Let's see that again.
I have a severe sweating problem. Before I got my Spank Alley armbands, the refs were always telling me to reapply my numbers. But now, I can stay in the game.
My Spank Alley armband second as a rope. Now I can lock up the competition. Thanks, Spank Alley.
But wait, there's more. If you order now, you'll get not just one, but 2 armbands. That's one for each of your arms.
Thanks, Spank Alley.
Spank Alley armbands. Get spanked.
The Clinic, Adelaide's skate and streetwear specialist, stocking a huge range of skateboards, longboards and cruisers, as well as scooters, streetwear and footwear, plus roller skates, inline skates and Heelys. The Clinic, 20 Curry Street in the city, open 7 days, or shop with us online.
I don't think it's nice you laughing. Now, if you apologize like I know you're going to, I might convince him that you really didn't mean it.
The Arius Platinum is packed with new features. Reinforced toe section. Increased toe stop clamping power. Winged truck with split cushion design for easy assembly and installation. The new Arius Platinum, performance redefined.
Has this ever happened to you? Fumbling your marker. Your marker's not working. Trying to scrub off those pesky markers in the shower. You forget your numbers and you're sent back to the bench.
Bench! Put your numbers on! Get those numbers on your arm!
Let's see that again.
I have a severe sweating problem. Before I got my Spank Alley armbands, the refs were always telling me to reapply my numbers. But now, I can stay in the game.
My Spank Alley armband second as a rope. Now I can lock up the competition. Thanks, Spank Alley.
But wait, there's more. If you order now, you'll get not just one, but 2 armbands. That's one for each of your arms.
Thanks, Spank Alley!
Spank Alley armbands. Get spanked.
The Clinic, Adelaide's skate and streetwear specialist, stocking a huge range of skateboards, longboards and cruisers, as well as scooters, streetwear and footwear, plus roller skates, inline skates and Heelys. The Clinic, 20 Curry Street in the city, open 7 days, or shop with us online.
I don't think it's nice you laughing. Now, if you apologize like I know you're going to, I might convince him that you really didn't mean it.
seconds to go. Whistle has blown. Skaters are taking the track for the second half.
Welcome back, Dancing Queen, for the second half of the Western
you, Mr.
Sydney
Mayhem.
Rollers and Tweed Valley.
I was just saying, Mr. Mayhem, while you were off checking scores on the other tracks, number 2-1, Hauso here, with those fancy white figure skater skates, was doing some fancy figure skating.
Oh, I'm so devoted I missed it.
Very pretty it was. And she's through for lead in this Power Jam start.
Lovely work, Hauso, giving a bit of a high five for the crowd as she comes around. Hauso gets a 5-point pass straight off the bats. We're going to call a roughly 50-point deficit at the moment, and Hauso's taking that down 5 points at a time. There's another 5-point pass. This is a 10-point jam straight away. This is a great start. This is exactly how Western Sydney wanted to start the second half. Oh, Hauso is getting through. Maybe she could sneak. I reckon she's got 3 there. Calling off the jam. Let's see what the jammer ref says. Correct. 3 points there for Hauso. That's a 13-point jam straight off the bat. What was a 50-point deficit now is roughly 40 points. Yeah, this is roller derby maths, and I'm not real flash with numbers, but we're going to call that
Close enough.
close enough. Meanwhile, 24 for Tweed Valley, Show Razor lines up against. She's squatting so low I can't even see the number. Oh, that is 05 Elemental. Down low off the jammer line. 05 Elemental comes through as lead jammer. Show Razor gets called for a cut track penalty. This is going to be Show Razor got called for a forearm penalty there. Sorry, forearms for Show Razor.
Everything going Western Sydney's way at the start of this second half.
Meanwhile, Elemental has a power jam.
That's a impressive looking bruise on Happy Cadaver's thigh. Have a look when she comes round. There, the back, the front even.
Wow, that is a nice little bruise there.
That's pretty.
Making
Making it hard work though for the Elemental to get through.
That doesn't look like a bruise to me. That looks like a roller derby kiss. Elemental
Great
getting
containment by TVR here. Oh, nice.
Elemental gets forced to the inside. She's going to start the other side all over again. She does have 4 Tweed Valley blockers in the red and blue to get through.
Some absolutely great work there by TVR to contain number 05 Elemental till TVR's jammer gets back on track.
That is hard work for Elemental for 4 points, but they have 4 much needed points. That brings it down to 94 to 133. We're still going to call that a 40-point-ish lead that the Western Sydney Rollers will need to shorten.
At halftime, we had a quick look at the scores on the other tracks. We have LCD playing in another Division 2 semi against DPR. LCD are winning, trailing DPR 76 to 115.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, meanwhile, for the Western Sydney Rollers in pink, comes out lead jammer. Western Sydney Rollers, I don't know what they had in half-time. Better check their Gatorade bottles.
Okay, Oliver Twisted is through, though, for TVR on her scoring pass.
Oh, smart play by Western Sydney. Hit it and quit it, Derby. Take 4 points. 4 points for number 4, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
And a quick check at halftime of the Division 1 scores on tracks 3 and 4. PRD leading Ward 38 to 35 points. Very close there. Adelaide 119 to Brisbane City Rollers 38 points. Okay. Oh, straight through. Scarlet Slam number 55 for TVR is lead. Hauso's hot on her heels though. Only about quarter of a track in it. Scarlet hits it and quits it though.
Very competitive roller derby at the moment. Everyone wants to stop the bleeding. Just get the 4 points and stop the other team from scoring. Speaking of artistic skating, did you see Hauso come through that last turn? One little skate.
Yep. That footwork, all those years of artistic skating has clearly paid off. All right, Shell Razor 2-4 on the jammer line for TVR up against I can't say Destruction.
Destruction,
Thank you.
number 77. Number 77 in pink, Destruction. Oh, Destruction is straight through. No real major issues there. She's lead jammer. Let's see what she's going to do.
Well, Honey Punch made it hard for TVR's jammer to get through. But Shell Razor is through now and chasing.
It is a fast pack.
Absolutely. Yeah, that was a cut. I did see it. Was waiting for the ref to call it. Giving Shell Razor a power jam.
Power jam to the
Johnny
Tweed
Pistol
Valley.
used to say.
Typical Johnny Pistol style. Wherever you are, Johnny Pistol, we hope you're tuning in.
Europe, apparently.
Europe?
Yeah.
How good is that?
I know.
Almost as cold as it is here in Adelaide. Oh, number 44 for the Tweed Valley.
Yeah, so we've only got 2 Western Sydney blockers on the track in this power jam.
That was Newton's lightning being sent off for a cut
blocking
track
out of
penalty.
bounds, I think. Yes, it was. My reffing is coming out here.
There's no whistles in the commentary box. Blow your whistle. Destruction comes out of the penalty box. She's back on track. I don't think she's passed her initial pass yet.
Footwork there, though. Oh, but they force a cut on her, so she's back to the bin.
Oh, and that is a long skate round from turn 1.
Yeah, it is. Meanwhile, Shell Razor's racking them up. Another 5 in the sky.
This is the start that Tweed Valley were looking for. They want to increase that lead. This is a 25-point jam so far. I think there's another 5 points, so we're going to call that a 30-point jam for my roller derby maths is on track.
Yeah, you're doing well.
I'm all over it now.
Those multiples of 5 make it easy.
Oh no, that is devastating for number 44, Newton's Nightmare. Sydney Roller's got a black box penalty.
Wow.
That was a huge jam for Tweed Valley. Just confirming that was a 33-point jam. The score is now 176 to 102. And that one jam takes all the hard work over the last 3 or 4 jams Western Sydney's just completed.
Now the Tweed Valley Rollers are dedicated this bout to the one and only Poisonality. He's been the president for about 8 years.
Now, if I'm hearing right, Johnny Smash live commentary. Tweed Valley Rollers.
Yep, President, Poisonality, number 2-3. She's not skating today. She's here, though. President of TVR is retiring after this weekend.
Meanwhile, on track, we have an official timeout, which is a sensational chance for us to talk about BSS, audio and lighting specialists. And they are the people responsible so you can hear us and see us in your lounge rooms. Thank you, BSS, for making us sound cooler than we really are.
So just looking at the games after these, we have Division 1 playoff and a Division 2 playoffs at 1 o'clock. So playing for third place in Division 1, Sun State Roller Girls versus Canberra. Division 2 playoffs, WSDD versus WRDL. It's West Side Derby Dolls from Melbourne and WRDL. Help me out there, Mr. Mayhem.
No, so this is the... Let me have a look. It's Div 2 playoffs. WSDD
is Western Sydney Derby Dolls.
Western Sydney and WRDD or Derby Rollers. We have to check our cheat sheets there. We got Dancing Queen
We're from
flipping through
Queensland.
pages, looking for all these acronyms that we've been talking about all weekend. I just like to talk numbers.
They're the ones with the great name from New Zealand.
Oh, the New Zealand.
You can say it.
Wakatani.
Wakatani
Or
Roller
as
Derby League.
Sweet Fanny Adams says, Fakatani.
Of course she does.
All right, looks like we got some action back on track. Western Sydney and Pink do have A blocker and a jammer in the penalty box at the moment. Power jam for Tweed Valley.
Yep, Oliver twisted straight off the line. TVR playing it nice and safe. At the back, waiting for Western Sydney's jammer to come back on, who has stashed the panty in her hand. They're not fooled though. Is she going to pass it?
That is 77 destruction.
No, she's not passing it. She's keeping it.
Nah, she's a star jammer. So she wanted to keep the panty and Western Sydney wanted to have it. She puts it on her head. Through for the initial pass. Now she's able to score some points.
But Oliver twisted just... No, not calling it. Okay.
Destruction cops a big hit, gets knocked into the referees on the inside track. She'll start again from the back. Just after the jam was called off, but destruction,
okay.
good
Oliver
enough.
twisted, not happy. She doesn't think the refs called it off fast enough. She's complaining to her benchy.
Well, that was interesting because destruction was good enough there to get 3 points out of that. No wonder Oliver Twisted was not happy.
Yeah, absolutely.
But no review.
No.
So game plays on. Number 4, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Number 4
Against
for the Pink.
number 5-5 Scarlet Slam for TVR.
I have so much fun calling these magnificent names. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yes, quite a few whistles going there. There's a forearm going. I can see a direction of play going.
We've got Obi-Wan Kenobi skating on the outside for a forearm penalty by the looks.
Being followed by her teammate, number 411, Miss Rascal, who's gone for a direction of play. So TVR, another power jam. Scarlet Slam looking happy with that. Big grin on her face as she skates around on her scoring pass.
Western Sydney with 3 blockers on the track. Scarlet Slayer managed to deal with that without any issues. Gets through for a 5-point pass.
Making it look very easy. Oh.
Oh no, 006 Angel Stay has just been called for a multiplayer. Lucky for her, she's right near the penalty track, so I don't have to do the long skate round.
Oh, we've got a multiplayer being called on 411, Western Sydney's
That
player.
is Ms. Rascal there.
Scarlett
Now,
calls
Western Sydney wasn't not able to manage any points to...
17,
That was a huge jam.
Absolutely.
Now, Western Sydney came out hard and fast. They've just lost the last 2 jams. They've just lost track of things. They've still got 2 team timeouts to go, and this might be a good chance to use one of them.
Absolutely. Western Sydney have just hit over 100 points. They're on 105, but TVR are 2 points away from 200. So, yeah, Western Sydney might need to call one of those timeouts, do some regrouping, maybe stop TVR's momentum.
2-4, 1-2 down under Thunder is the new jammer for Western Sydney in pink.
Shellraiser is jamming for TVR. Both of them struggling to get through.
Western Sydney doing it tough. They did have a couple of blockers in the penalty box, but both blockers are now back on track to help out.
Yep, full complement of skaters back on the track now. Pack starting to speed up a bit.
Is that a clear penalty box we've got there?
For a change.
Hey, look out.
Don't speak too soon. There you go.
Here we go. That is a forearm penalty to Shellraiser, the jammer for Tweed Valley, which means Western Sydney has a power jam.
Which is what they need.
Much needed. Down under Thunder looks at the bench. She gets the encouragement for her team. She skates around fast and hard.
TVR setting up at the front here, ready for Down Under Thunder to come through on her scoring pass. Oh, forcing her out. Oh, nice big hit there from Honey Punch.
Punch, and she does very well.
Yeah, on Taylor Swiftly. They tried to grab her as a goat, but she got through Taylor Swiftly. Shellraiser's back, about to enter the track just behind Down Under Thunder.
So that power jam only cost Tweed Valley 5 points.
Yeah, great containment.
Oh, Shell Razor.
Yeah.
I thought she did very well there, but she got called for a cut track penalty, so she's got another 30 seconds.
Yeah. Interesting. Honey Punch calling for that cut and getting it.
Well, what had just happened there?
I think that she sent.
Something happened.
Oh, back block. Thank you.
Exit mile got a penalty from Tui Valley just on their last line of defence.
Just letting her know what it was. Okay, thank you. It was a direction of play. She's signalling. Not a back block, but a direction of play. Thanks, Molly.
Expert commentary from a dancing queen.
It's always good when the skaters tell you what they were called for. I love it.
The action is non-stop here. We've got in the pink team 44 Newton's Nightmare jamming for her first jam of the day, and she is through, lead jammer. Sorry, my mistake. That is 42, Least Lightning.
And she goes. Her blockers are standing back, just letting her do the work straight through. Shell Razor's back on for TVR, followed by Exit Mole. Bin is empty again.
But not for long.
Nope.
The Shell Razor 24 just got called for a back block penalty, so that
back in the bin.
penalty box is getting a good workout.
It is. Yeah, our NSOs are doing their job today, that's for sure.
They've earned their tea and bickies. Least Lightning, meanwhile, comes through for another 5-point pass. This looks like to be a 10-point jam. Gee, my maths is good today.
Actually, we should do a big shout out for our NSOs and our refs. There's no roller derby without them, and they do a tireless job. Clockwise block on blue 247.
That is Taylor Swiftly running around the outside. She's got a full lap before she's allowed to sit down.
Shell Razor's back on for TVR though. So that power jam's over for Western Sydney for now. Oh, they're giving a power jam to TVR.
That is devastating news to Western Sydney just when they think they're catching up.
There's only 17 minutes left in this jam though. 17 seconds even.
42, Least Lightning got called for a cut track penalty, which will release number 24, which is Shell Razor from Tweed Valley.
Busy bin today.
Well, Tweed Valley has come out of the second half firing. It took them 2 or 3 jams to wake up, but they've got a couple of big 20-point jams. They've increased the lead. The lead is 198 to 127. We're going to call that roughly 70 points.
Honey Punch giving the TVR jammer some trouble right off the line there. Number 302, the Marquis Depraved.
Number 42, Least Lightning, the jammer, is just back on track for Western Sydney.
Stash the Panty is passing it. We've had a star pass. Meanwhile, Marquis Depraved 302 for TVR coming in for her scoring pass. Okay, all right, we're getting that star pass.
So that is Ellie Mental, the pivot from Western Sydney, taking the star. I've passed the initial. How many points can Western Sydney put on this lap?
Oh, nice work. Sails on through while
Too
Marquis
easy.
Depraved
There's
is struggling.
5 points there for Western Sydney.
Yeah, nice work. Oh dear. Forearms call on Marquis Depraved. Loses lead jammer, goes to the bin, giving Elemental a full 2-minute power jam.
She's being held back, but no pack call. Or is it? She gets through for 5 more points. That's a 10-point jam so far.
She's only got 2 blockers to contend with, but they're 2 big hitters.
This could end up being a huge jam for Ellie Mendel. This will go down for the full 2 minutes. 30 seconds left in this jam.
She's got to get past Lady Biatch and Happy Cadaver. 2 big blockers. Happy holding her happily.
Oh, Ellie Mendel a little bit stuck in traffic, and Tweed Valley's jammer, Shell Razor. No, that is not Shell Razor. Please excuse me. That is Marquis Depraved.
It is.
Very similar skating style.
Okay, the jam reaches its full 2 minutes.
And Western Sydney managing another 4 points there. 14-point jam. Western Sydney got 10 points closer. Still plenty of time left in the game. More than 10 minutes to go. Tweed Valley starting this as a power jam.
Who have we got there?
Scarlet Slam, 55 for Tweed Valley, comes out firing. Lee Jammer straight away. Doesn't have any issues getting through that pink pack. Scarlet Slam looked to the inside. That line got shut down pretty heavily. Great effort by the Western Sydney defence team.
Absolutely, great containment there. All right, Elemental's back on though.
Ellie Mendel's got 4 defensive players to get through from Tweed Valley before she can even... Oh, she does that on the inside artistically, but falls down. Did she do that legally? Yes, she did, so the referees.
Nice. You weren't sure there, were you?
I was not sure.
Neither was I, to be honest.
You can never be sure. It is on the far corner. There are skaters everywhere.
Scarlett calls it though, on advice from the bench.
Pretty tough jam for both teams. Both teams looked a little bit dishevelled at the moment. No tight packs, no tight walls. It was just skater on skater. We've got a few results coming in from other tracks. We'll talk about them in just a second.
We will.
How are we looking, Dancing Queen? We got some results there?
We have. So Division 2 playoffs for 3rd place will be on this track in the next game, which is Westside Derby Dolls against Inner West Roller Derby League. And then we've got the Division 1 playoffs at the same time over on track 1, Sun State Roller Girls versus Canberra. Meanwhile on this track, TVR have taken lead by Oliver Twisted. She's coming up on her scoring pass, but Doby-Wan Kenobi is hot on her heels.
Will Twisted hit it and quit it? She does. Obi-Wan Kenobi thinks she got 1 point, but she's at 3 points. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh, 3 apiece. That is magnificent skating. She came from a whole track length to catch up, and she managed to squeeze 3 points out of that. 3 apiece. That is magnificent skating from Western Sydney. A little bit of a late call-off by Tweed, but that was forced by the West Sydney defence too. Crash Test Dolly's a fan. Plenty of fans on the track and plenty of fans at home for Crash Test Dolly, number 46 in pink. She lines up against Marquis Depraved, number 302 in the red and blue. Marquis Depraved gets knocked to the outside, but so does Crash Test Dolly.
Bam.
Tweed Valley seems to have got their defensive structure back in place. There's a big 4-wall defensive structure that Dolly has to get through. She's been called... She's skating around the track. I'm not sure what that penalty was for. I'm waiting for a referee hand signal there. It was a skating out of bounds penalty for Crash Test Dolly, number 46. How else are we going with the rest of those results, Dancing Queen?
All right, at 3 o'clock today, our Division 2 Grand Final sees Devil State up against Diamond Valley, and our Division 1 Grand Final this year will be Victoria Roller Derby against Sydney Roller Derby.
Sydney?
Yes, not Sun State.
Are you kidding me? Sydney! Sydney makes it to the Division 1 Grand Final, a big upset.
I know.
Huge upset, beating Sun State's Roller Derby. What were the end of scores of that bout?
Can't remember. Let me have a look.
There was about 20 points in it.
It was. The lead kept changing. It was a great game. It ended up being 146 to 128. But the lead did change a number of times.
Meanwhile, back on track. Sorry to interrupt. Crash Test Dolly's come out of the track, come around first to hit the pack and then got called for a card track penalty. We've got two jammers in the bin. The jammer do-si-do. So it's going to be jammer on jammer action as they come round for turn 2. There are skaters everywhere.
Wow.
Crash Test Dolly on the inside. Hauso, number 21, skates around the outside for a penalty that I missed. We'll try and catch that one later. Let's get back to the action on track. Where is the pack? There it is. Now we get back to a little bit more structured style of roller derby. Crash Test Dolly took a big hit on the outside. Wow, how do you keep track of so much action? Where do you look?
There was too much to look at in that one. Players flying everywhere. Outside pat refs running inside just to confirm, making sure the inside whiteboard is grabbing all that action.
Oh, the NSOs and the referee's doing a magnificent job.
All right, we've got Down Under Thunder facing off against Scarlet Slam in this jam.
Down Under Thunder takes a bit of a run up. It gets stopped in her tracks by a 3-wall defence from Tweed Valley, the triangle. Oh, that is a good hit there by number 99. That is Evil Britches from Tweed Valley.
We have a Western Sydney skater being sent to the bin for a multiplayer block. Here she comes, just sailing past us.
That was number 77, Destruction. Meanwhile, Down Under Thunder 3 for initial pass. Coming to the back of the pack to try and put a few points on the board.
No.
Jammer F holding up a donuts. Double donuts. Speaking of donuts, have you tried the donuts covered in Haig's chocolate?
No, I haven't.
Oh my God. One of the sponsors is Haig's, and they've got the magnificent chocolate goodies. Some sensational South Australian produce, a local company, Haig's.
I'm going to get one of them later.
Oh, do yourself a favour. Better than the jam donuts. Jam donuts on track at the moment. Number 4, Obi-Wan Kenobi in pink. Looks the inside line.
Up the front, Oliver Twisted trying to get through. Western Sydney not making it easy for her, forcing her on the inside. And making her yield about a quarter of a track there. W1 Kenobi's through, but she's not getting lead. No pass, no penalty call. Yes, we have got lead though. Ballet Vixens 1-2-1-2. Oliver Twisted.
Obi-Wan Kenobi feels a little bit ripped off by that. She looks to the bench, shrugs her shoulders, and has to start again. She's not lead jammer.
No. Okay, all our skaters back on track now.
Obi-Wan Kenobi skates into the back of Lady McBeard. I don't think he can get through. That's a big block there by Lady McBeard.
Skating out of bounds call.
And we've got a forearm penalty. I'm not sure who that was. It is a pink skater, Western Sydney. That is...
Skating out of bounds call on our 1-2-1-2 jammer, Oliver Twisted. And a forearms on...
Honey Punch, number 52.
Right. That's because I said the bin was empty, so, you know.
You've done it again.
I know. Okay, TVR really forcing the Western Sydney jammer all the way back.
Well, if she was any further back, she'd be on the horizon. And again, take your keys all the way back to your car park, Western Sydney.
Absolutely. Great containment there by TVR. Okay, we've just got over 3 minutes on the clock. Western Sydney sitting on 147 points to TVR's 227. Okay.
Dance Queen, I'm just looking in the Sydney bench. They were really cool, calm and collected. Now I think they're feeling the pressure. The scoreboard pressure, I think, is getting to them.
Oh, Hauso through for lead, though, for Western Sydney.
Yeah, Hausos with a bit of flair. Artistic around.
Bit of artistic showboating for the crowd.
Oh, I love it.
Oh dear, the long way around there.
Oh, Hauso.
3-5-1 Little Dragon.
Hausos finds the gap on the inside. Meanwhile, 5 points.
So she's going to try and use this power jam. Oh, using that fancy footwork there. Oh, come on.
Amazing to see.
Oh.
And Hausos waving goodbye to the Tweed Valley pivot. That is Buster. Hausos gives her a good wave to the penalty box.
Yeah.
5 more points.
Oh, too easy for Hausos on the inside. 15-point jam.
Okay.
15-point jam so far for Hausos. Can she make it 20?
Little Dragon's back on, though. Bit of a shimmy up there, trying to psych out the Western Sydney defenders at the back. And Hauso's still got to get past Lady McBeach. And
Which is not an easy feat, but she does so very well on the outside. Another 5-point jam. Hausos.
oh no! Little Dragon's gone back to the bin. What happened there?
Oh, I missed that call. I was too busy looking at Hausos' artistic work on the outside. Oh, once again, Hausos through.
Yeah.
Oh!
Go back. There we go.
Hausos gets knocked out of the track. That was a huge hit from Lady McBeach. That is magnificent work for Hausos. Hausos cooling off the jam after she was knocked out. So that was a 20-point jam. There is 50 seconds left on the time clock. Enough time for one more jam, maybe. This possibly is the last jam of the day. Maybe we could squeeze one more in. It's a power jam for Western Sydney.
Only 2 blockers to get past, but they're not making it easy.
Very nice work from Western Sydney. That is skater 82, Fraggle Block. That's her first jam of the day.
Oh! Fraggle Block giving a nice hit on Little Dragon there, but she's up and through, but no.
Oh, Fraggle Block takes a big hit from Lady McBeach, gets knocked to the inside.
Okay. It's interesting.
Lady McBeach doing a fantastic job blocking for Tweed Valley.
Fraggle Block pushing away through.
Fraggle Block struggling. She's tiny compared to the Lady McBeach. She's a mountain in comparison. Lady Fraggle Rock. What can she do to get through this pack?
Yeah, that's not a pack you want to be pushing against at the best of time, let alone someone that little. Little Dragon's back on, so TVR have done a great job at containing her in that power jam.
Lovely work from Fraggle Block, finally pushing her way through. Tenacity there. Fraggle Block takes 5 points. She cools off the jam.
Game. Wait for the head ref to call it off completely. We have 227 TVR's Western Sydney 177 is our unofficial final score.
A magnificent win from the Tweed Valley Rollers.
As Johnny Smash has just yelled on the live commentary, which you may have heard. Great win for TVR for their captain, their president, Poisonality, who's retiring after this weekend. Dedicating this bout to her.
Can you ever retire from roller derby?
No. I don't think anyone ever does.
No. She'll be still around somewhere.
Absolutely.
In some capacity, even just drinking beer and yelling at the TV. He can never give up roller derby.
Nah. Okay, so that's it. Final score has been announced.
Great sportsmanship from both teams. We've got Western Sydney Rollers lining up a bit of an archway for Tweed Valley to skate through. Tweed Valley doing the reverse. Who have we got there for the Tweed Valley Rollers, Dancing Queen?
Coming through now, there's Exit Mole, Scarlet Slam. Oliver Twisted, she had a great game jamming, so did Shellraiser today. Some huge hitting by some of those skaters. Happy Cadaver, Exit Mole. Alrighty, well,
And for the pink team, Western Sydney Rollers doing a fantastic job in a defeat. Angel Slayer, Peppermint Snaps, Elemental, Molly Tov, Kiss My Hide, T-Rex, Hauzo, the magnificent artistic skater at the end there. Down Under, Thunder. My personal favourite, number 4, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Ms. Rascal, Least Lightning, Newton's Nightmare. Crowd favourite, Crash Test Dolly. Pixie Matosha, sorry for getting your number wrong, Pixie. Honey Punch, Devilish Desire, Destruction. Right at the end, Fraggle Block, Matchstick and Pow Pow. That is the Western Sydney Roller Derby, benched by Bear Lee, Angelic and Aikiki.
nice work there, Mr. Mayhem. Nice work. Much better eyes than I.
My name is Mr. Mayhem, and I've been here with
Dancing Queen.
And it's been a pleasure bringing this fantastic game to you in your lounge room.
Yes, and stay tuned. Coming up next on this track at 1 o'clock Adelaide time, we have Division 2 playoffs for Bronze Place between Westside Derby Dolls and Inner West Roller Derby League. But on track 1 at the same time, we will have the Division 1 playoffs for Bronze, Sun State Roller Girls versus Canberra Roller Derby League. We're all going to take a break now. See you soon.
Stick around.
The area's platinum is packed with new features. Reinforced toe section. Increased toe stop clamping power. Winged truck with split cushion design for easy assembly and installation. The new Arius Platinum, performance redefined.
Has this ever happened to you? Fumbling your marker. Your marker's not working. Trying to scrub off those pesky markers in the shower. You forget your numbers and you're sent back to the bench.
Bench! Put your numbers on! Get those numbers on your arms!
Let's see that again.
I have a severe sweating problem. Before I got my Spank Alley armbands, the refs were always telling me to reapply my numbers. But now, I can stay in the game.
My Spank Alley armband second as a rope. Now I can lock up the competition. Thanks, Spank Alley.
But wait, there's more. If you order now, you'll get not just 1, but 2 armbands. That's 1 for each of your arms.
Thanks, Spank Alley!
Spank Alley armbands. Get spanked.
The Clinic, Adelaide's skate and streetwear specialist, stocking a huge range of skateboards, longboards and cruisers, as well as scooters, streetwear and footwear, plus roller skates, inline skates and Heelys. The Clinic, 20 Curry Street in the city, open 7 days, or shop with us online.
I don't think it's nice you laughing. Now, if you apologize like I know you're going to, I might convince him that you really didn't mean it.
The Aries Platinum is packed with new features. Reinforced toe section. Increased toe stop clamping power. Winged truck with split cushion design for easy assembly and installation. The new Aries Platinum, performance redefined.
Has this ever happened to you? Fumbling your marker. Your marker's not working. Trying to scrub off those pesky markers in the shower. You forget your numbers and you're sent back to the bench.
Bench! Put your numbers on! Get those numbers on your arms!
Let's see that again.
I have a severe sweating problem. Before I got my Spank Alley armbands, the refs were always telling me to reapply my numbers. But now, I can stay in the game.
My Spank Alley armband's second as a rope. Now I can lock up the competition. Thanks, Spank Alley.
But wait, there's more. If you order now, you'll get not just one, but 2 armbands. That's one for each of your arms.
Thanks, Spank Alley!
Spank Alley armbands. Get spanked.
The Clinic, Adelaide's skate and streetwear specialist, stocking a huge range of skateboards, longboards and cruisers, as well as scooters, streetwear and footwear, plus roller skates, inline skates and Heelys. The Clinic, 20 Curry Street in the city, open 7 days, or shop with us online.
I don't think it's nice you laughing. Now, if you apologize like I know you're going to, I might convince him that you really didn't mean it.
The Aries Platinum is packed with new features. Reinforced toe section. Increased toe stop clamping power. Winged truck with split cushion design for easy assembly and installation. The new Arius Platinum. Performance redefined.
Has this ever happened to you? Fumbling your marker. Your marker's not working. Trying to scrub off those pesky markers in the shower. You forget your numbers and you're sent back to the bench.
Bench! Put your numbers on! Get those numbers on your arm!
Let's see that again.
I have a severe sweating problem. Before I got my Spank Alley armbands, the refs were always telling me to reapply my numbers. But now, I can stay in the game.
My Spank Alley armband's second as a rope. Now I can lock up the competition. Thanks, Spank Alley.
But wait, there's more. If you order now, you'll get not just one, but 2 armbands. That's one for each of your arms.
Thanks, Spank Alley!
Spank Alley armbands. Get spanked.
The Clinic, Adelaide's skate and streetwear specialist, stocking a huge range of skateboards, longboards and cruisers, as well as scooters, streetwear and footwear, plus roller skates, inline skates and Heelys. The Clinic, 20 Curry Street in the city, open 7 days or shop with us online.
I don't think it's nice you laughing. Now, if you apologize like I know you're going to, I might convince him that you really didn't mean it.
The Arius Platinum is packed with new features. Reinforced toe section. Increased toe stop clamping power. Winged truck with split cushion design for easy assembly and installation. The new Arius Platinum. Performance redefined.
Has this ever happened to you? Fumbling your marker. Your marker's not working. Trying to scrub off those pesky markers in the shower. You forget your numbers and you're sent back to the bench.
Bench! Put your numbers on! Get those numbers on your arm!
Let's see that again.
I have a severe sweating problem. Before I got my Spank Alley armbands, the refs were always telling me to reapply my numbers. But now, I can stay in the game.
My Spank Alley armband's second as a rope. Now I can lock up the competition. Thanks, Spank Alley.
But wait, there's more. If you order now, you'll get not just one, but 2 armbands. That's one for each of your arms.
Thanks, Spank Alley!
Spank Alley armbands. Get spanked.
The Clinic, Adelaide's skate and streetwear specialist, stocking a huge range of skateboards, longboards and cruisers, as well as scooters, streetwear and footwear, plus roller skates, inline skates and Heelys. The Clinic, 20 Curry Street in the city, open 7 days or shop with us online.
I don't think it's nice you laughing. Now, if you apologize like I know you're going to, I might convince him that you really didn't mean it.